Castagnoli has worked his entire career for this one match. He wants to make the most of this opportunity like Homicide did when he won the ROH World title with an emotional victory. He wants to make history like Samoa Joe did when he held the ROH World title for 21 months. He wants to set the wrestling world on fire like CM Punk did when he won the ROH World title before becoming World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE. He wants to prove that he's the best wrestler in the world like Bryan Danielson did during his 15-month reign. For Castagnoli to reach his potential, he needs to put his name beside Austin Aries, Takeshi Morishima, and James Gibson in the ROH history books as world champion.
Dave, here comes the man to beat. Nigel McGuinness is now the third longest reigning world champion in Ring of Honor history. He's defeated every challenger in his path and continues to gain momentum. Well, if you're looking for proof as to why wrestlers inside every locker room across the wrestling world pay attention to the Ring of Honor world title, simply look around the wrestling landscape right now. In 2008, CM Punk has been on top of the WWE after holding the Ring of Honor world title. Samoa Joe has been on top of TNA after holding the ROH World title. And Takeshi Morishima has been on top of Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan, all after holding the Ring of Honor World title. Simply put, you have to be among the top in the wrestling industry to be the ROH World Champion. And well, right now Nigel McGuinness is on top, looking down at everyone, including the challenger, Claudio Castagnoli, looking on very, very stoically in the corner as the confident ROH World Champion makes his way into the ring to defend his title one more time.
These fans here in Detroit will be solidly in the corner of Claudio Castagnoli tonight. They want to see him take that belt off of the waist of Nigel McGuinness. He's wearing the belt backwards, so you're not only reminded that he's a champion, but you can kiss his ass in the process.
Introducing first to my right, the challenger. From the United States of Switzerland, weighing 239 pounds, Claudio Castagnoli. His opponent to my left, from London, England, weighing 242 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
Claudio Castagnoli 3-0 in singles matches here on Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Has all the momentum in the world behind him going into this world title matchup against Nigel McGuinness.
Referee Paul Turner showing the belt to Claudio as Nigel gives it a kiss, perhaps goodbye for the last time here tonight in Detroit.
It's about a rematch from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, back at a new level, which saw Claudio take Nigel to the limit. Nigel was able to squeak by, still the ROH World Champion at the end of that one. Could be a different story here tonight in the Motor City. Follow the code of honor, a handshake in the center of the ring, and we're ready for the world title matchup.
Two very evenly matched competitors physically. They're both about the same height, about the same weight. It could come down to the Ricola Bomb versus the Jawbreaker Lariat. Big kick from Claudio right off the bat.
That bicycle kick, trying to go for the win early. Oh, he's going for the Ricola Bomb. Trying to get him up. Nigel counters. Lariat connects, but Claudio to his feet. Connects with one of his own. Going for the Ricola Bomb again. He hits it, neck of the hits! No, only two! And very quickly, Nigel out to the floor to try to walk it off.
Oh, shows you how devastating that hold is. The minute he hit the canvas, that title was very much in jeopardy. European uppercut by Castagnoli. He's got the advantage and he's looking to capitalize out on the floor.
Claudio decided he was not going to waste any time bringing the fight to the champion right off the bat.
He may have caught McGuinness off guard. I don't know if Nigel was maybe expecting a bit of a feeling out process, but Claudio came charging right out of the blocks as soon as the opening bell rang, and I think he caught McGuinness by surprise.
European uppercut out on the floor to the approval of the ringside fans.
Well, much like you said, it was going to be a very pro Castagnoli crowd here in Detroit.
The challenger with the advantage out on the floor. Another solid European uppercut. And again, the champion just trying to get some distance between himself and Claudio. Shot to the midsection, another uppercut. Claudio's feeling it here in Detroit.
Definitely feeding off the enthusiasm of this crowd. He's got McGuinness in big trouble out on the floor. Needs to bring the action back inside the ring, and that's exactly what he does. Pitching Nigel under the bottom rope.
Nigel rolling all the way to the other side of the ring and out to the apron. Drives the shoulder into the midsection of Castagnoli and snaps the top rope right into his eyes.
Nigel not afraid to take a shortcut. We've seen it time and time and again.
Knocked off the apron. Here comes Claudio. But Nigel puts a stop to it. Grabs hold of the head. Can we see the Tower of London on the floor? No, Claudio blocking the attempts and connects with another uppercut.
McGuinness wobbly-legged as he makes his way towards the ring post, trying to get away from Castagnoli here, who continues the assault out on the floor with another European uppercut, and that one got in the eyes of the world champ.
Trying to do as much damage out on the floor as he can before bringing it back inside the ring. These fans want to see one more. And Claudio gives it to him. Right into the barricade goes the ROH World Champion. Claudio sets his victory tonight.
Another European uppercut from Castagnoli. McGuinness sent towards the ring, looking for the jawbreaker. Claudio able to block the lariat attempt, but got caught in the side of the head with an elbow. Right across the ear, you can see a dazed look on the face of Castagnoli. Knife edge chop to the chest. Karate thrust to the throat as well. McGuinness looks to have weathered the storm here. Crotches Castagnoli on the guardrail.
Just going to work on Castagnoli. Referee lays down the warning. That was desperation from McGuinness to gain the advantage. And he came charging but took too much time. And Claudio saw that opportunity to strike first.
Claudio tried to launch himself over the barricade, but Nigel saw it coming and drove him chest first right across the steel, knocking the wind out of him. One more time, Tower of London on the floor.
On the second attempt, Claudio couldn't save himself this time, and he was driven face and shoulder first down to the hard floor. A whole lot of damage done right there by the world champion. Just looking down on each and every one of these fans.
The fans are ringside trying to help Claudio back to his feet, but it's Nigel grabbing him by the head and pitching him under the bottom rope. And just that quickly, Nigel has taken the momentum away from Castagnoli. And now it's Claudio in trouble as he hangs onto the ropes.
Claudio Castagnoli driven head first into the top turnbuckle. Just mocking American Dragon Bryan Danielson, saying he's got until 5.
Once again, trying to get into the head of Bryan Danielson. Nigel's told Danielson he has to defeat everyone that Nigel has defeated on pay-per-view. That's why Bryan has Tyler Black later on tonight that Nigel defeated back at Take No Prisoners.
Danielson desperately wants his shot at the ROH World title on pay-per-view. And Nigel McGuinness pulling Castagnoli into the center of the ring. European uppercut of his own. And Claudio just slumped in the ropes here. They're the only thing holding him up at this point.
Another cocky look from the champion towards the crowd as well. The European, but Claudio able to shrug that one off, connects with one of his own.
These fans voicing their support for Castagnoli. But the lariat from McGuinness takes away all of Claudio's momentum.
That was a great counter on the part of the champ right there.
What do you think about that?
slap across the face, such disrespect. And slaps on the head scissors, keeping Claudio grounded right in the center of the ring.
Trying to wear down the challenger at this point. They're going to maybe suck a little of the energy out of him right now. Trying to stem that tide of adrenaline that Castagnoli was feeling in the early going.
Claudio trying to force the shoulders against the canvas. He does, but only for a count of 2. Claudio trying to maneuver his way out of this head scissors any way he can. Oh, but Nigel driving Claudio face first into the canvas. And once again, just punishing Castagnoli face first into the mat repeatedly.
Claudio
doing damage.
Claudio really unable to defend himself there as his face was just repeatedly slammed into the canvas one time after another by McGuinness. And really, Claudio was helpless at that point.
Cheap shot at Bryan Danielson, the best wrestler in the world.
He needs to turn his attention back to Claudio Castagnoli, or he may not get a chance to wrestle Bryan Danielson for the world title at all anyway.
Kick right to the chest of Castagnoli. A hard kick right to the back, the pain just shooting through the body of the challenger. But Claudio trying to dig down for some energy and shake it off.
To the midsection by Castagnoli, and another is using his head as a weapon, but one more shot right to the back by McGuinness. Now grabs the rear chin lock.
And stretching the back of Castagnoli across the knees while keeping hold of that chin lock. Very painful predicament for Castagnoli here. But Nigel needs to watch his own shoulders, which were flat against the mat there, for an ear fall. Referee Paul Turner right on top of things.
Asking Castagnoli if he wants to give it up, but Claudio says no. Trying to struggle his way, able to reverse his momentum onto the top of the chest of Nigel McGuinness and get a 2 count.
Quickly grabbing hold of Castagnoli, DDT from Nigel McGuinness.
All the momentum just drove the face one more time, right down into the canvas.
Cover. Good ring presence right there from Castagnoli. Knew how close he was to the ropes. Got his foot across that bottom rope. Hooked the leg that second time, did Nigel, but Claudio was able to kick out.
But he also forced Castagnoli to expend some energy to get out of that pinning predicament. He backs him into the corner, sends him off with the Irish whip, reversed by Castagnoli. Nigel puts on the brakes. Elbow catches Claudio charging. Headstand in the corner. Mule kick connects.
The champion in control. Lateral press. Not hooking the leg. Claudio kicks out. Hanging in there.
Claudio's been on the receiving end of an awful lot of punishment here for the last several minutes. Needs to try and mount some offense as McGuinness continues to try and wear down the challenger. One face lock now changes it up into the cravat.
Trying to wear Castagnoli down, potentially to set him up to hit that jawbreaker lariat to try to bring home the victory tonight and successfully defend the ROH World Title. But Claudio's giving it all he's got here, back to his feet.
Crowd once again urging him on, snapmare out of the cravat. That knee strike right to the shoulder of Castagnoli.
Has to pick apart the shoulder of his opponents in preparation for the London Dungeon. An arm submission.
If he weakens that shoulder enough, you gotta wonder if Claudio would be able to get him up for another attempt at a Ricola bomb.
Just asking Claudio, come on, get back to your feet, but Claudio can't. It's very difficult to get to your feet when the boot of your opponent is right across your throat. Draws a warning from Paul Turner once again.
This is where Nigel McGuinness is at his best. When he has his opponent in trouble, he is absolutely relentless. And he's got Castagnoli in trouble in the corner. Forearm shot connects. Irish whip, Claudio reverses. Nigel goes for the headstand one more time. Claudio charges, McGuinness up and over the top. Off the second, diving European uppercut.
Big maneuver for Castagnoli. And a very key maneuver to connect right there. He's got the champion down, and this buys Claudio some time to pull it together, get back to his feet, and mount some more offense.
Double count applied by referee Paul Turner. Both men struggling to get to their feet.
Look at that determination in the eyes of Claudio Castagnoli. Nigel back to his feet, but Claudio strikes first. 2 European uppercuts, a third. Just going to work on the champion. Winds up, and down goes the champ. Shot to the midsection of Castagnoli, though.
Claudio able to get the knee to the midsection. Now he's got McGuinness across his back, and then drives him face first to the canvas. Quickly goes for the cover, hooks the leg, but Nigel able to kick out at 2.
Not enough to keep him down for 3. Claudio needs to follow up. Has he summoned up enough to go for that Ricola bomb again? Into the ropes goes McGuinness, puts on the brakes. Clothesline all the way to the floor goes the champion. Claudio waiting for him to get back up if he can. Just waiting for that right moment to strike.
Claudio's going to look to put it all on the line here for the world title.
Castagnoli with as much momentum as he can get, soaring through the ropes and wipes out the champion on the floor. Inside the ring. McGuinness on his back. Castagnoli climbing to the top.
Claudio looking to take a chance here, but a little too slow, and McGuinness made him pay. Takes the legs out from under him, looking for another Tower of London. Claudio trying to fight his way out. Tied up in the rope still. Neither man with the advantage. Cole Turner asking for the break. Another crying thrust from McGuinness, who follows him to the second now. Hooks the head. Castagnoli on the second. Both men jockeying for position here.
He's going to get the advantage. Claudio firing away with forearm strikes. Nigel fires back with another one of his own. Series of forearms from Castagnoli. And down goes Nigel. Pulling himself back up, though. Big crossbody, nobody home.
The last split second, McGuinness was able to look up and see Castagnoli soaring and avoided him.
Hammerlock divorce court, shoulder first to the canvas. Cover. Claudio kicks out.
Both men starting to show the wear and tear as this match rolls on. Starting to move just a little bit slower. The physical toll starting to be taken on both these athletes as Claudio is backed into the corner. Reversing the Irish whip. Nigel hits the buckles. Able to avoid Castagnoli. Kick to the back. Clothesline combination.
Champion on his feet. Claudio trying to pull himself up once again. Elevates Claudio to the top turnbuckle once again. Going for the Tower of London. And he nails it. Cover. No, Claudio able to kick out once again.
Claudio showing a little bit of life still left in him. He was very close to the ropes. Probably could have got his foot across it to get the break, but he still had enough left in the tank to kick his way free. A lot of fight left still in the challenger.
Claudio so focused, so determined to become ROH World Champion here tonight, to realize his dream. Shot to the throat, and once again by McGuinness. Come on, Nigel. Chop across the chest of the challenger.
And the look of confidence and determination that we saw earlier in the match, maybe looking like frustration now on the part of McGuinness. European uppercut, huge bicycle kick connects, cover!
No, able to get the shoulder up off the mat. Claudio signaling for the Ricola bomb. Can he hit it again? Trying to get him up, but no, takes out the legs of Castagnoli. Kicked into the ropes. Steps over Castagnoli. Jawbreaker. No, forearm. He's got the legs. Big swing.
Shoulder up. Good show of strength by the challenger, Claudio Castagnoli. These two have beaten each other from one side of the ring to the other and taken so much punishment, but Claudio still had the strength to toss Nigel McGuinness around multiple times before getting the cover in a 2 count.
Oh, he's putting every ounce of energy in his body into trying to become the world champion here tonight in Detroit. The challenger to his feet. Nigel back up as well. Castagnoli charges, but Nigel moves out of harm's way. Castagnoli up top. But no, his balance taken away by McGuinness. Trying to get Claudio placed where he needs him here. Shot right across the chest of Castagnoli. Has him positioned to cross that top rope. Nigel can hit those lariats from several different positions, including this one. Glaring across this crowd. Claudio looks to be out of it. Nigel to the second rope. Oh, what a counter by Castagnoli.
What balance on the part of Castagnoli. He just walked up the ropes after he was crouched on the top.
Could be looking for the superplex.
He's got Nigel right where he wants him, but Nigel hanging on to the top for dear life as Claudio continues to pound away on the back, looking to soften up the champ. All the way to the top now, McGuinness and Castagnoli. Can Claudio get him off the top? Superplex.
2.5. Deadlift German. Only 2.
Once again, McGuinness got the shoulder up. Alpamari water side. Nails it.
1, 2.
Again, McGuinness able to get his shoulder up. What does Claudio have to do to finish him off and win the world title? This crowd can sense a title change coming. Ricola bomb. Can he get him up? Nigel blocks the attempt. Lariat ducked. Springboard European. Pop-up European cover. No. Ricola bomb.
We're gonna have a new champ. Nails it.
Holds on. Still with the arms of McGuinness crossed.
You can't get any closer to 3 than that.
A second Ricola bomb could do it for Claudio. Nigel lands on his feet. Waistlock. Elbow from Castagnoli. Jawbreaker. Avoided. Backslide. Only 2.
Oh, he couldn't hold him down. So close, but he couldn't keep the shoulders down.
Claudio waiting for the right moment to follow up here. This crowd behind him. O'Connor roll.
Nigel's got the title.
Nice. Jawbreaker.
Here is your winner and still Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
Well, Nigel's incredible 2008 continues with yet another impressive victory.